Hey everyone, this is Jake Heaps here in the 710 studios. Hope you guys had a happy holidays. Incredible win for the Seattle Seahawks against the Kansas City Chiefs, giving them extra momentum as they head into the playoffs, clinching a playoff berth. Now, there were so many great plays in this game that I could have broken down for you guys, and unfortunately, just don't have the time. If you guys want me to do a 20, 30-minute breakdown, just say so. I might pull it off, but want to keep this short and brief for you guys. The first thing that I want to break down for you guys in this particular video is the fact that we've talked about, or I've personally talked about, is the lack of intermediate to short pass game and that they need to evolve and get better in that area. Well, there were a couple examples in this game that show that they have the ability to do so, and it all starts with Doug Baldwin, and then again, formationally, they have the capability of doing it. So let's dive right in. So we're in the first quarter, and it's 3rd and 3. The Seattle Seahawks come out in a bunch formation to the left and send Tyler Lockett in motion. And as you guys, if you guys been watching my videos through the course of the season, you know that when you send guys in motion, it's to gather information. It's a man zone opportunity for the quarterback to determine. And Tyler Lockett goes in motion. Russell Wilson knows that it's zone coverage. So even though the Kansas City Chiefs here, they're showing double mug, A-gap pressure, the reality is that someone is going to be dropping out of this. They know that one of these guys is going to be dropping out or both. And so Russell now is determining who's coming. The offensive line's figuring that out, as well as knowing that it's zone coverage. Now, the concept that you're going to see here from the Seahawks is they're going to be, again, stacked alignment. You had Jaron Brown here, Tyler Lockett here. You had Ed Dixon here, Doug Baldwin here. Then they expand it, and they run a 5-yard out, and Tyler Lockett expands to the flat. Ed Dixon, same thing. Doug Baldwin, same thing. So you have a mirrored concept to both sides. So what Russell has to determine here, mirrored concept, shortest throw, softest leverage, okay? Shortest throw, softest coverage. And as these guys, as the Kansas City Chiefs were showing their pre-snap coverage, Russell determined that this was the best side to go to, and he picked right. Both linebackers dropped it back into coverage, and they ended up actually playing cover 2. So they played cover 2 fire zone. This linebacker here kept his eyes on Russell Wilson. Jaron Brown comes open. Nice, easy pitch and catch. 3rd down, move the chains. Great to see. Now the next 3rd down situation, 3rd and 5, continuing on the same drive. First quarter. Now, again, Doug Baldwin originally lined up here in trips formation. They sent him in motion, man zone indicator. Now, unlike last time, you have 35 running with Doug Baldwin in motion, meaning that it's man-to-man coverage. So right there, Russell Wilson has already gathered information. We know it's man coverage. So with that being said, on the snap of the football, we see that David Moore and Tyler Lockett are just clearly just trying to open the window, and we have trying to run guys off, and we have Nick Vannett running an under route, a shallow cross, and we have Doug Baldwin running an option route. So he is going to expand. We call this a spray release. He's going to expand right now from a tight alignment, which is going to force the DB to feel uncomfortable and turn his hips. And Doug Baldwin does that, makes him feel threatened, and now is going to cut back inside, and now you have a wide open pitch and catch opportunity. Russell knows that Doug's going to be open because we have man-to-man coverage, so he's not worried about this safety or this linebacker being in the picture. So we have a one-on-one matchup, Doug Baldwin. I'll take that every time, getting him in great positions because of formation, motion, and then again, scheme and understanding the play. So now, again, 2 examples of great 3rd down conversions and 3rd and medium using the quick game to get the ball completed. Now, I want to show you a really cool play. We talk about Patrick Mahomes, we talk about Russell Wilson, the special things that they can do. Well, Russell on this particular play that I'm going to show you, it's very subtle, you may not even notice, but the degree of difficulty and what he did was absolutely special. So, first downs, 3rd quarter, 1st and 10, and again, I love this because on 1st and 10, we're such a run-heavy team that it's great every now and then to change it up and play action pass on 1st and 10, again, just to change up the tendency and throw the Kansas City Chiefs off. So we have Nick Vannett, who originally lined here. He goes in motion. Again, what is it for? Man zone indicator. We see 49, Daniel Sorensen, going with Nick Vannett in motion. That means man coverage. So what we're going to get here is a simple play action concept with Tyler Lockett diving in and attacking the deep middle, putting stress on this safety. The safety has to make a decision, and Doug Baldwin is now going to dive in, stem up, and come across. So just a deep over route. And again, putting the safety in a bind. He's either going to dive on Doug, leaving Tyler Lockett one-on-one deep, or he's going to stay deep, and then you've got Doug Baldwin running a deep over one-on-one. So as we go to the post snap, now we've got the same deal here. So now the safety has stayed deep. He's decided to cover Tyler Lockett, leaving this one-on-one matchup here. Doug does an unbelievable job of making sure on his deep over, and this is what Tyler Lockett and Doug Baldwin do so well, is they set up the route. So he stemmed in and gave a little extra step, they call it a stair step, to hold the DB, freeze him before he comes across, and now creates more separation for himself. Now, here's where the play gets really cool, is Russell identifies Doug Baldwin as the guy that he wants to go to. If you're a quarterback trying to play the position, I want you to close your eyes and put your hands over your ears, because I don't want you guys trying this on your own. This is only for the elite of the elite, okay? Russell here is actually, his foot is stepping in this direction. He's stepping right there because he sees Doug, and he doesn't have time to reset his feet because this coverage is really, really tight. So his feet are not in proper position to make this throw. But because Russell has this special talent with his arm, he's able to release this football out here, and the ball is going to be completed outside the numbers. So I want you guys to think about that. His body, his momentum, everything is driving right here. And he is going to throw this ball out in front of Doug Baldwin. And then when we go to the next clip here, the ball is completed on time perfectly with the arm outstretched, and the margin for error is razor thin. So the ability to complete that football with his feet not even being set in proper position, absolutely incredible. Only a few people in the National Football League can do that. So that really fired me up when I saw that play. Now, the two famous plays from this game, about to break that down, the go ball with Tyler Lockett and then Doug Baldwin. These two guys have made unbelievable plays all year long, and when given the opportunity, they have come through. So situation here at 2nd and 12, critical situation here. Again, Seahawks are up 31-28. They have to score again to close the door on the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. And what ends up happening here is the Kansas City Chiefs, Bob Sutton, defensive coordinator Bob Sutton, decides to go cover 0 on this play. So again, what cover 0 means, and the way we know that, is pre-snap, there is not a guy past 10 yards. Everybody is 10 yards and closer. So they're going to bring the house. What they did with Tyler Lockett was they actually sent him in motion, again, to create man zone indicators, determined it was some sort of man coverage, knowing it's cover 0, and they just simply ran all goes across the board. And Russell Wilson found his matchup that he liked with Tyler Lockett on number 35, who he had great success on all game long. And as he throws this ball, as Russell throws this ball, his foot is landing here. So right here on this line, meaning that this ball traveled 50 yards in the air. 50 yards, perfect ball, moon ball up and over the top, giving Tyler Lockett an opportunity to track this thing down. Now, look at the final picture here. Tyler Lockett catches this ball one-handed, fighting off 35, who actually does a great job covering this route, and Tyler's hand is on the DB. So the degree of difficulty, the margin for error, the window that they had to complete this ball, I mean, the percentages are not even close to being good. And you have a fantastic throw by Russell Wilson, an incredible playmaker in Tyler Lockett to convert on a huge play that really set them up to seal the game. Now, same drive, another amazing play by Doug Baldwin is they went right here. They went double ends, again, playing cover 0, Kansas City, getting desperate at this point in time, and Doug is going to run a corner route. And they play action this. Russell is going to roll out here. Now, as Russell releases the football, this is what I want you guys to see. One, the degree of difficulty on this throw was an all-time high, but the trust that Russell and the chemistry that him and Doug Baldwin have is incredible. Doug is getting held right here. Actually, Doug is flailing his arms to show the referee that he is getting held by the defensive back, and Russell is throwing the football and is throwing the ball around the 5-yard line. And so what it is one, incredible trust by Russell Wilson. 2, an unbelievable job by Doug Baldwin to fight through that, being held, and again, to be able to get one hand on the football to be able to corral it in for a huge play, again, setting up a touchdown that would ultimately seal the game. So, again, there were so many plays that I could have broken down for you guys, but I wanted to, one, show you guys the improvement that I've seen on third down in the quick pass game, the ability, the special ability of Russell Wilson to create and make things happen even when his feet aren't properly set, and then 3, the incredible playmaking ability of Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett.